What's up, YouTube? It's QahirTheConqueror here. Welcome back to my channel for yet again another video. Before I start this video, I would like to say if this video helps you in any way, if this content helps you in any way, if you enjoy or resonate with any of this in any way, please drop a like, comment, and or subscribe. It would mean a lot and I would really appreciate it. In this video, I want to break down something that a lot of people miss because we don't really think about the fact that we live on planet Earth and we live in a world that is not run and facilitated by bees, lions, alien, lizard, giraffe people, or turtles. And I'm being comical, but you need to understand that this is a world that is run and facilitated by human beings. And with a world being run by human beings, well, if you think about yourself and you think about the people you know, and I think about myself and the people I know, we are flawed. We come with a lot, good and bad. And some people stray on either or sides of the fence a little bit more. I believe it's in both books of scripture, but in the Holy Quran and in the Bible, it's talked about from the Creator that our make as human beings, our form, is the best form to be in. I'll explain that a little bit later. And it's also discussed that we're perfect yet imperfect, which means, as I just mentioned, we're flawed. It's also written, at least I know in the Holy Quran, that we are made full of haste. We're hasty beings, and we already have temptations and stuff that are already documented and accounted for well before we come into existence. Why is that important? It means that you're expected to not be perfect. You're expected to mess up in some way, shape, or form, to act on an impulse or whatever it is. You're expected to do something that might not always be okay. So where am I going with this? Topic of this video is that you need to understand and learn how to be able to deal with difficult people and how to not let it affect you. Unless you live in a small town or uncontacted tribe with the same 30 people for the rest of your life, and even then, this video will still pertain to you if you see it, you're going to have to understand and deal with people that might not always be pleasant. You might not always have the most pleasant encounters or interactions with people, but it's important to learn how to not let that affect you and bog you down and disrupt your peace, your internal peace, and things like that. No matter where you go in life, like I said, unless you live in a small bubble for the rest of your life and never go outside that bubble, which is pretty hard to do in today's society. It's pretty hard now with just all the rampant changes that come from all around the world. You're not even going to only interact with people of your demographic. You're going to see people from different ethnic backgrounds, maybe from even different countries, and all kinds of people with different shapes, appearances, sizes, whatever it is. And all of these people might not be the nicest, sweetest, kindest person in the world. And I want to let you in on another secret. They're not obligated to be any of that towards you. So with that being said, when you go into school environments, and there's people all the way from classmates to your peers, to teachers and administrators and custodians, etc. When you go into work environments and you have people that are above you in management, things like that, to your coworkers and etc., etc. On sports teams, when you go out into the business world and there are people at stores and things like that, you're going to come across a lot of people, to say the least. And some of these people might not be the happiest with their life circumstances. They might not be okay on the inside, And then people project that onto the outside, onto other people, to us. They project and they reflect how they feel and hear about their circumstances and how they feel and perceive you. So there are some people who don't care about you or how you feel. They don't want you to succeed or be happy. They don't want to see you doing any good or anything like that. And they might not even be wishing on your downfall. They just might not care enough to want to see it from you. You might only have a small interaction with them, but don't let their bitterness or their misery or whatever it is affect you. You have to be secure within yourself to I'm not just saying have thick skin and just let people do anything and talk to you in any kind of way. No, by all means, stand up for yourself, but you got to pick and choose your battles. And like I said, you just have to understand some people just are miserable. So let them be miserable on their own. Don't feed them any attention. And I'm not saying look down on them. You don't know what they're going through. But don't let it affect you and throw you off your square because they're upset with whatever it is they want to be upset about. That's their problem. Don't make it yours. A famous comedian, Tom Segura, says in a stand-up that I really enjoy, he says that he was like in the movies or something like that, and somebody, long story short, was doing some stuff that was just uncomfortable for the people in the theater, and they told management, and then the manager told him, hey man, some people suck. And that's kind of where I'm going in this video. Like, you just have to understand some people just suck. And that is what it is. Don't let some temporary person, or even if they're meant to have a prolonged time in your life, don't let them rub off on you, because you, like I said, should be secure within yourself to the point to where you know your character, you know your integrity, you know the truth. So if there's something that's incorrect, and like I said, maybe there's a rumor spread about you, or maybe there's somebody who you can tell just is always vying for you to fail or something like that, or they're nasty and mean when you come and interact with them, or whatever it is, that is their problem. And I'll be honest with you, this sounds like some cheesy crap or mess or something like that. The best revenge, the best glow up is kindness. You can kill people, and I don't mean literally, figuratively speaking, with kindness. I do it all the time. I'm trying to tell you, because I am battle tested from, like I said, my many vast life experiences and interactions with people. And also, like I said, I already know that people are people. They have opinions, egos, personalities, flaws, etc. Just like me. They're no different. So if I know myself and I'm secure within myself, and somebody isn't, and then they try to project stuff on me that's not true, why would I internalize that and make it true? It's not true. So it is what it is. There are going to be professors that you go to school and study under, and they're terrible professors. They can't teach for anything, and they grade terribly, and then they're miserable or whatever it is because they don't maybe like the youth, or they don't like their job or the passion, whatever it is. You don't let them make you feel like you're inadequate or something like that. Or you might go to a grocery store and there's a cashier or, somebody, a clerk that you interact with that is rude and inappropriate and things like that. You just brush it off and you say, well, you're having a bad day, so I'm not going to let you make me have a bad day. Bye. Now, these are temporary interactions that I said. So you might have a boss that is like that. You might have a family member or a romantic partner that's like that, or even a friend. But when you're secure within yourself, and also when you fight fire with fire, you stoop down to their level. That is when they win, because they bring you down to their level of vibration. But if you're up here and they're up there, what benefit do you get from coming down there? What benefit do they get from you coming down there? Then they make you just like them, and then whatever they project or reflect onto you becomes valid. So The reason why I say you can kill them with kindness is because you can still be pleasant, and then your true character will trump theirs. Because how silly would you look being a rude, mean, ridiculously insensitive person towards somebody that is one of the nicest, kindest, sweetest people you ever meet? You're going to feel evil. And that's, I mean, just imagine what that's going to do to somebody's character over time if that's what they consistently show up as. That is how you win these battles. That is how you overcome interactions that you're going to have with many people. Not everybody is going to be pleasant, and nobody owes you pleasantries. I wish it was like that, but that's not how the world works. So with that being said, you just have to be prepared to deal with people, because as I mentioned, this world is run by people. People run the world. And you already know from the news and from whatever spectrum you fit on when it comes to politics and things like that and laws and stuff, not all of them on either side are the best people. And it is now even more evident today. So if they're not okay and they're at the highest of echelons, and there are people all the way on different levels in between, you should almost expect to come across people that, for lack of a better term, might suck. So remain secure within yourself, and don't let people make you have a bad day because they're having a bad day. Don't let somebody make you think that you're inadequate, or that you can't do something, or that you're not good enough, or you're not worth it. Don't let somebody throw your piece off and disrupt you and throw you off your square. You let them be miserable by themselves. And like I said, just move forward with kindness. Okay, hi, thank you, bye. No, thank you. And like I said, if they can continue to be evil or whatever it is towards you, that says a lot about themselves, and then that'll kind of put you a little higher, if that makes sense. So just make sure that you don't let people disrupt whatever it is that you feel towards yourself, or make you think something that is not true, because they're projecting onto you. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned. See you for the next one.